this. Flop your glasses.
Over?
No.
Swap, you mean, not flop.
Same difference.
Teachable moment.
Mr. Hoity-toity over there. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Bourbon Theory. I'm Josh.
I'm Bill.
I'm going to scoot my chair in here. And today, we've got Elmer Tea Lee versus Bowman Brothers Small Batch.
Both at $29.99.
Yeah, because that's what you bought that for a long time ago. What's our batch on here? What's our laser code?
You'll have to look at the
Laser code. There we go.
2015, 2016,
2014. 2014 there. And this one's from this year at some point, I believe.
Just sitting on the shelf, hanging out, waiting for you to come in and pick them up.
Way back in the day. So, we just did Rock Hill Farms versus John J. Bowman. Mm-hmm. And we thought, what else could we do? Because it's Buffalo Trace versus Buffalo Trace.
Yeah.
And those two we just did were very similar. And you mentioned it in that video.
I've also had always heard that these two are also very similar.
Exactly.
So they're both 90 proofers, right?
90 proofers, yep. So we're here to put it to the test.
If only we had a little Sprite.
Yeah. Elmer liked to mix his whiskey, which is wild for me.
But hey,
if you were the master distiller for a major distillery.
But back then, I think most people did mix.
Yeah.
There wasn't a lot of neat sippers. There were shooters,
Yeah.
But give me a shot and a beer kind of thing.
Shave and a haircut.
Yeah.
Ordered that many a time.
Depth charge.
All right, let's get into this, shall we? So Elmer Tea Lee is famously Mash Bill 2 from Buffalo Trace. So
while we're getting into this, you guys get into hitting that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything we put out. Hit that thumbs up, give us a like, and drop us a comment because we'd like to hear from you. We'd like to reply back to you and tell your friends because we'd like to hear from them too. But also, while you're talking to them, make sure you tell them to hit that subscribe button, that notification bell, thumbs up for a like, and drive us forward in this journey. Thank you very much.
Say it nice or say it twice. So, famously mashed, but whoa, that nose just surprised me.
Yeah, you've had this once, but I don't think you were in a setting where you...
No, we were pouring it at a tasting.
Yeah.
Actually, both times I had it. Sorry, I lied earlier. I've had it twice because we poured them at bourbon tastings for other people. So we didn't get it in the Glencairn, didn't get it where the only thing I was doing was focused on tasting what I got in front of me. That's much more traditional Buffalo Trace.
Yeah, it's also got a little bit of a spice to it.
Yeah, so Mash Bill 2 is supposedly higher rye. Buffalo Trace doesn't really let anybody know what their mash bills are.
They are very similar on the nose.
Wow. Yeah, this one's just a little fruitier.
Yeah, a little bit. Now, had this one been open before?
Yes.
Okay, so it's got a little bit of air.
At some point, this video will come out. Dad went in our draft. You popped it open and drank it straight from the bottle. You forgot about that already?
It's been open. A simple yes would suffice.
I just wanted to let everybody know that there's another video out there that you might want us to tune into.
Is there something wrong with drinking straight from the bottle?
No, if you're watching us now,
I had some good times with Wild Turkey straight from the bottle.
At this point, we got probably
and that was last Tuesday.
400 videos. So plenty to go back and watch. So if you want to binge, you can binge.
There you go. Some of them are even in playlist.
Every video, I think at this point, as long as I remember when I upload, every video is in a playlist.
You should go back and check that.
Yeah, that's a lot of videos to do. Very, very much like an Eagle Rare nose. Not that age, because I think there's an age difference here. But
probably it's got 3 years difference in them.
Yeah, that spice that grape, that deep dark purple Concord style grape.
If only we had some Eagle Rare to compare this to.
I know, right? If I didn't have 4 bottles at home, should have brought them with me.
And 11 here. Sure. Sorry. 13 here.
Collected over 40 years, everyone. It's not like we go out and clear shelves. All right. Don't hate on us.
But let me tell you right now, if I find something I like and I want to clear the shelf, I'll clear the shelf.
I'll do my best to leave at least 2. You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Grape, little red fruit.
Caramel.
Yep.
Tiny bit
a little bit of proof. Just a little bit comes through.
Clove.
Yeah.
Clove.
Little oak. Not a lot of oak. A little bit.
Enough on the. It's kind of rolling in on the finish now.
I'm going to tell you right now. This is not $1,000 bottle.
No.
This is not a $400 bottle. To be quite honest with you, I'm not sure this is the current MSRP $80 bottle. So just so you know,
this is a fine $40, $45 bottle of whiskey.
Yeah. I will tell you that the bottles that came out after Elmer has passed away, and they were at a higher proof. They were actually only 3 points higher because he died, I think it was at 93. I may be wrong, so I can correct me in the comments if you'd like. But they were called the Death Bottle. But they were
it's a little morbid.
Better. Not crazy better. And honestly, I wonder if it wasn't just Blanton's juice that was in them. So, but maybe we should compare this to Blanton's.
That's all right. Video coming to you next. Just keep these Buffalo Trace things coming to you. It's fine with me. That's I think for a lot of people, Buffalo Trace is where you start. You know, your buddy gets you a bottle of Buffalo Trace because it costs them $25 frickin' dollars, and then you fall in love with it because it's
everybody. You know, everybody has their thing. I don't know if anybody that I've ever met that doesn't like Buffalo Trace something at least.
Yeah, there's something in their product line that they like, and
I do too. I like them. I think
that's
they're a great
started
company.
Me. I mean,
yeah,
I tried Eagle Rare, and I was like, "Whoa, I'm
done."
Yep, I found my bourbon. That's all I need. And I was like that for about 5 years.
And then you were like, "Why does Dad have all those other ones?"
And then I tried high proof whiskey, and I said,
"What am I missing?" Yeah.
Whoa, that's better. Hold on now. Can I talk about the nose? You are getting in a bad habit here. I got to make sure I break it.
I wouldn't bet on that. Just saying. Just saying, I wouldn't bet on that happening.
More spice on the Elmer Tea Lee on the nose. This one has a little bit more of a soft fruitiness. This does have a little bit of that grape, that Buffalo Trace grape, but it's got a little something extra in there. There's nowhere near as much spice on the nose of this as there is on the Elmer Tea Lee. And maybe that's just because we tasted it.
I don't know. Or let's taste this one and see.
Okay.
This one feels and smells, nose is just a little bit thinner.
I'd say it's probably a little younger too.
The spice comes through more on this one. And it doesn't actually drink thinner.
No. It might drink a little thicker.
And actually there's a fair amount of oak in there too.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm going to quickly go back to the Elmer.
Yeah. Good
idea. So I don't miss it. Definitely more spice.
Oh, yeah.
Bowman.
But on the nose, the Elmer Tea Lee presents a little spicier. Mm-hmm. Ooh, there's actually some nice oak and spice rolling through now.
There really is.
Yeah.
These are, again, just like we did on the Rock Hill versus the John Jay. Very, very, very similar. And so, again, here's the thing. If you can't find this one,
buy this one.
You can find that one. So,
and you're supporting a smaller distillery.
Well, you're still supporting Sazerac, at the end of the day.
But hey, Bowman's got to make their money.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not small anymore.
You don't want to go in front of you don't want to go in front of the board with a bad P&L. Let me tell you.
Apologies if you hear the mowing happening outside. One of the neighbors is taking care of it while it's not been raining.
Or it could be your mother. Because the barn door did open.
It's just a little lighter. Like there's an extra fruit in there.
I agree. More like there's like an apple in there.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they are so close together, you got to go back quick between the two of them.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Me too. Sorry, all you Elmer T. Lee fans out there.
And congratulations to all of you who cannot get it, would love to try it, do all those things.
There it is. That one. That's what you need.
And there's not a ton of difference between the two of them. They are both really solid B-level pours for me, I would say.
Yeah. B minus.
Yeah. B minus B, kind of thing. But
I think you're splitting hairs, but with the price, when you take into account what you pay for them, there's a
and even if you just look at current MSRP, 80 bucks, 29
makes that choice easy.
Yeah. Take our word for it or don't. But we don't try to lead you down a path. No. The only thing we're trying to do is build viewership. That's it. We're not trying to build it with Buffalo Trace because they ain't watching. Or Bowman, they ain't watching. Sazerac Corporate, they ain't watching.
They don't care. They make money hand over fist no matter what happens.
And I'm a capitalist. I believe in it. Yeah, good for them. I'm glad they do.
But they don't care what we say.
They don't care what we're saying here, out of our little studio in North Carolina. So the only people we care about are you. So
give you our honest, unfiltered opinions.
And we hope you care about us and have stuck with us this far through the video, and will continue to stick with us and watch our next videos and next videos and next videos.
One a day.
There we go. So,
at least one a day.
Like a vitamin. Except we're less constipating. In fact, we might scare the shit out of you.
Guys, thanks so much for being here with us today.
And as always, like great bourbons, our videos get better with time.
And please take care of yourselves.